Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I had this idea that, Spirit's trying to connect with us every second of every day basically, but it's only when we get our heads in the right space that we actually pick up what they want to tell us, and sometimes it's a diluted version of what they're trying to tell us as well. So I thought today what I'd do would be pick a card, what Spirit is really trying to tell you now, and see how we go with that. So I'd love some comments to see if you can relate to what I'm talking about and what the cards actually show. So let's go to the board now, and we're going to have a look. And it's very simple. Just pick a number between 1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, first number that pops into your mind, and that is your message for what Spirit is trying to tell you right now. Okay, so going with that card, closing my eyes now, what do I see? Okay, washing up of dishes, and this is by hand, not in a dishwasher. And this suggests to me that you're cleaning up your act. So Spirit is firstly wants to say well done because you're paying attention, and although there's a few spots on the plate that you may have missed, that you are basically on the right track. Okay, so Spirit wants to assure you and affirm that even though you may not know in your mind currently if you're on the right track, that you are in fact on the right track right now. And you will need to go over a few things, but it's comparatively a few, not a lot, because you've actually done a lot of work already, whether you know that in your mind or not. So let's see what the cards say. Okay, this could be to do with your money supply. They're saying be patient because it's coming, it's growing. See down the bottom here? There's lots of green shoots and lots of new things coming. So, you might be depressed and or thinking in your current mind that it's not working out, or you wish you had more money, or, you had a different lifestyle, you had this or you had that. However, there are new shoots, so new opportunities are coming. So they want you to hang in there. 7 of Pentacles, could be some disillusionment you've had about money, or your current job, or where you're getting your money from. Okay, so this is all about making you more independent, okay, rather than relying on people to give you a job. It's more about making you independent so that you can see ways to make money yourself. And you may end up working for, a number of different people. They could be your customers in some way. So don't give up, hang in there, but know that, your money situation will improve and there's opportunities coming. Of course, it's up to you whether you want to take those opportunities or not, or, whether you're content to sit back and do what you're already doing. So your choice. The ball's in your ballpark, so to speak. Okay, the ball's in your court. That's the saying. All right, looking at card number 2 now. If you've picked card number 2, what does Spirit really want to tell you right now? Closing my eyes, I've got a lot of green and blue and aqua here in front of me. So that's all about your subconscious. Sharing your heart's desires, the green of your heart's desires up through your throat, which is blue. Okay, on that, I can see these little sort of patchy parts. It's like I'm looking at an esophagus, and it's got little black sort of or dark grey patches. And so not all of the energy is coming up. It's almost like perhaps you don't know what your heart's desires actually are. So then comes the process that Spirit loves to use of showing us what we don't want. So we go through some awful experiences sometimes to learn we thought we wanted something, and then when we got that, it wasn't what we wanted at all, and it didn't turn out the way that we thought it would turn out. And so be very clear in what you want in life and what Spirit's trying to tell you is take a deep breath. There's a ladder here in front of me, which I had a real big thing this past couple of weeks on ladders, and it's like climbing up out of a deep hole. Okay, and I can see the water. There's like drains, and okay, so this could be plumbing. This could be plumbing in your home. It could be plumbing in your body as well. And this muddy, murky, dirty water that is being released, the dirty emotions, you know, that it's like they've been stuck for a while and now they're coming out. So that's a good thing, but it might not necessarily feel pleasant at the time. Okay, and this is the Eight of Cups. So this is about moving your emotional energy on from a situation in the past, which wasn't too good, but at least now you're moving forward. See, she's wearing green for opportunities and growth and expansion. And the moon's up here, which is all about the subconscious. We have some hills, but they're not really tall mountains or anything. So they're still challenges, you know, just the challenges of normal everyday life. But this is moving away from a situation in the past where those dirty emotions or those sort of murky, muddy emotions, you know, were sort of stuck and now they're coming out. So you could be going over something that happened to you in the past, even from a long time ago. You know, energies get stuck for decades sometimes. I've been having things come back in the last few weeks, from even my teenage years, and so stuff can just get sort of lodged there, and you go back and think, well, what could I have done differently? And maybe the situation was just a bad situation, so there was no ideal solution. But this gives you the ability to move on and stay in touch with the clean waters and the positivity and the life force. That's a good card. That's also, even though it's cups, it's also a good card for money too, because there's all sorts of opportunities there that are being fueled. Your emotions are your fuel to life. Okay, looking at card number 3 now. Card number 3. Let's see what comes up. Going with that one. Closing my eyes now. What does Spirit really want to tell you right now? I see a strange looking hat on somebody's head. It could be, oh right, okay, I know why. There's a lot of wind in the background. These are changing thoughts, okay? Flashes, it's very, 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 very windy. And in some places it could even be cyclonic, the winds. This is about you changing your mind. It's also about lots and lots of thoughts, mental activity going on. Caution is needed here that you don't get driven by your thoughts. You know, have some time out, take a deep breath, go for a walk in nature so that you don't get driven by your thoughts, because they could be sort of changing that fast and you start doing something and then you find the situation changes. So maybe don't make any important decisions just now, because you might find that when the winds of change slow down, you'll come up with a completely different answer. Okay, and again, it's about money, the Four of Pentacles. So your finances, but this is slow and steady progress. Okay, yes, there's challenges. See this mountain here in the background? See these mountains, is sort of like gorge on either side, but there is a way through this. And it's like, be structured, be steady, be persistent, be determined, and work hard, and you'll get out of this situation that you're currently in. Very important to express yourself clearly, and especially now because Mercury is retrograde until the 12th of July, and then there's a bit of a shadow period after that. So there's, you know, slow and steady progress, but you'll get to where you want to go. See this bat up here? There's some sort of hidden things in the darkness, but don't even worry about it. Focus on what you're doing. Develop a plan so that you can move forward with your finances. You need to be more independent. So look at this, like I'm just getting such a financial feeling around all of these cards. And this thing of being independent is super important at the moment. So Spirit wants you to be independent. All right, let's have a look at card number 4. Card number 4. And that one wants to do its thing. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see for card number 4? What does Spirit really want to tell you right now? Okay, so I see a coffin here going down into a cavern. Okay, so something has died from the past and you're in the process of burying it. And you've moved on from a situation. It's almost like they're telling a story, these cards, even though they're separate, different numbers. But it's like you've moved on and you just go through this funeral process of burying the last few bits, you know, the last couple of bits that are hanging there. And I've got a lot of green here, again, about opportunities and growth and expansion for card number 4. Yep, moving on. Traditionally, this is interpreted as somebody stealing from you, but I rarely see it that way. And you see she's got the yellow legs here. This is about the solar plexus, goal-oriented behavior, self-esteem, really, you know, improving your ideas and how you feel about yourself. These swords are your thoughts, basically, and they're in the ground. So this is making stuff real. You could be thinking about travel, but it is certainly about detoxing and cleaning out your chakras because of this shape, okay? And I will do a video one time. I've been looking at it for symbology and the shapes and the symbols and what they mean. So yeah, that's on my list. But this is about a detox, okay? So maybe you want to improve your diet and be careful what you put into your body, but moving away from a difficult situation where you're feeling now more confident, okay? So this gives you more confidence. Yeah, sure, be careful, nobody's stealing from you, and not just physical items. It could be stealing your self-respect or putting you down in some way. That is sort of relevant to this, to what I'm saying as well, and that's more the traditional meaning. Okay, card number 4, that was. And card number 5, what does Spirit really want to tell you right now? Okay, closing my eyes, and what do I see? Okay, I see some rock, and it's like being cut down the middle. So this is chipping away at a problem. And it's, again, through determination, persistence, that you will get this boulder cut down. Okay, it's hard work, I know. But chipping away at a challenge or a problem and getting there slowly. They show me also a silver ring. So it's like when you go at this, whatever this problem is, don't go like a bull at a gate to, you know, go too aggressively into it. It's more about being and just going with the flow of the energies rather than trying to overcome or, you know, dominate the energy, work with the energy. Okay, King of Wands. This is a great card. It's all about the divine masculine. So what Spirit is telling you is to get some more of this energy, which is motivation, fiery passion, into your life. He has a baseball bat here because he does take action, and he's got red here for the action as well. Green is all about the money, the opportunity, the growth, the expansion in life. He's got a lizard down the bottom here because this is listening to his instincts. Okay, now instincts are like energies, but they don't have any mental or analytical ability associated with them. It's not something, instincts are not something that you sit there and sort of think about. They just sort of appear by themselves. Your first instinct is whatever it is. And so there's instinctual energy here that is guiding him. Instincts are good because they give you sort of a very quick overview of a situation. So they're good to listen to them, and you can think about it later, but don't forget that initial impression that you get in a situation. He's sitting on a wooden throne because he's very practical. He's got gold around his solar plexus. Again, the theme that seems to be going through all of this is about independence, self-esteem, confidence, planning, like as in being goal-oriented. What do you have to do to achieve? Okay, success. It can also bring up things about your father, particularly if your father was absent in some way and was not emotionally available to you, whether that be that he's in the house or he's not in the house. But there's some aspect, sometimes you'll find some aspects that are missing. The father hasn't conveyed to the child this sense of accomplishment or the sense of success. He has gold around his throat. He speaks the truth. He's got a lot of integrity. These sunflowers up here in the background are reminiscent of the sun, which is all about insight and awareness, and also a sense of happiness and doing good work and achievement. He's got a crown here with lots of little green shoots that you may not be able to see necessarily. And so this is a very positive card. If you pick card number 5 for divine masculine energy, sometimes we seek a person in the physical world to remind us of that energy. And so we see it in another person before we see it in ourselves. But even if you're a woman, you still have divine masculine energy. You might have to go deeper into your subconscious to find it, but it is there. And whereas a man should have it, but again, if his father wasn't there to be a role model, or there wasn't another suitable male role model in the family, then this sense of achievement and accomplishment may be hard to come by. So you have to go deep into your subconscious. You might have to go back in your family, your DNA, back through your ancestors to, in your mind. I mean, yeah, sure, you can sit down and look at photos and read about your family and things like that. Family history may or may not help, but it's more about going back in your subconscious. So do a meditation and just ask for spirit to show you a suitable role model of masculine divinity. Okay, so I hope that helps you in some way. I'm going to do a psychic summary now. So closing my eyes for everybody. What is spirit? Oh, there's a big white angel. Oh, I haven't seen an angel for ages. Well, maybe a few weeks. But this is an archangel just here, because I can see the big wings that go all the way down to the floor. They nearly touch the floor. It's a male. Thank you. It's a beautiful male. He's so handsome. I notice these things. And he's just got a smile on his face. Now, one thing I notice about the archangels, they don't talk a lot, but they do have a sort of quiet sense of humour. And he's come in because of that last card, the King of Wands. He is a representative of divine masculine energy. And it's very strong. I can feel him, I can feel the energy coming off. And he's just, he's walking away now. I was sort of getting used to this. He's walking away. I was just asking what his name was, but he's just put a big smile on his face and walked away. So I've delivered the message. Because he's gone now, I've delivered the message. Okay, so another source of divine masculine energy is angels. The angelic realms are full of divine feminine and divine masculine energy. Okay, so I could just go and sit in that energy all day. Okay, anything else to tell you about what spirit would like you to know right now? The path is ahead of you. I can see it very clearly, and it's on, the straight and narrow. So don't get sidetracked by life and all of the distractions that happen in life, because I know there's always a lot going on. there's a little bridge. I'm just walking across here with some with a river underneath, just a small rivulet. It is actually not a full river, and I'm just walking across this little bridge to the other side. So a bridge is always about bridging opposing energies, so two different things in your life, and being able to integrate them together. So for an example, like I do tarot and I do horoscopes, and often I do them all in the one reading, and so I'm bridging two different energies together to get something that's unique. Thank you very much to that person who, Maria I think it was, who mentioned that in one of the comments about bringing different things together into something that's unique, okay, so that we all have our different flavour that we can put out into the world, and you have your particular flavour and your particular colour that, you know, maybe there's no other colour exactly the same as yours on earth, and your job is to put your flavour and your colour and your own music out into the earth to contribute to the energies of the earth and humanity, because God knows we need that now more than ever. People are being called to contribute in whatever way they can. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you found this interesting. And leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and have a wonderful week, day, month, whatever. And I shall see you again for the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I'd really appreciate that. And everybody, hit that notification bell. Yes, so, okay, thanks again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.